Welcome to another episode of Ask Jade. So today I'm going to go over the relevant topic of, can an employer require a vaccination? Employment in most states, including Illinois, is at will employment. Unless that's otherwise agreed upon in writing with your employer, you're most likely at will. So this means your employer, or if you are an employer, you have pretty wide latitude when it comes to restrictions and requirements that you can place around employment. So in general, employers can implement non-discriminatory physical health requirements. So the short answer here on whether employers can require their employees to get the COVID-19 vaccination, yes. That yes, though, comes with numerous caveats. Mandating a employee vaccination is generally permitted as a part of an employer's physical health requirements, but the policy must be applied in a non-discriminatory manner. So that means employers must make room for exceptions and accommodations based on religious or medical reasons. So employees with legitimate medical issues or concerns can request an exemption as a reasonable accommodation under the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act. So typically employees do need a physician to complete some ADA paperwork that identifies the nature of the disability, so the employer can determine whether this meets a disability covered by the ADA. Also, according to the US EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, COVID meets the ADA's direct threat standard, which allows employers to institute a more extensive medical control or requirements in the workplace than are otherwise allowed by the ADA. So as such, a disability that might be normally accommodated by the ADA might not be exempted from COVID-19 workplace regulations. Essentially, if you're an employer or your employer must weigh the accommodation needs of an employee against the safety necessities of the workplace in a reasonable manner with everything that's going on with COVID. Employees with religious beliefs that are inconsistent with vaccinations per se may seek protection from a vaccination requirement under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. Title VII requires that an employee's request for an accommodation be based on a sincerely held religious belief. And, this definition is subject to interpretation by the courts. That's just kind of how that goes. So even though employers have the ability to mandate a vaccination, right now it's unlikely. This is something that is very, very, very new. There's still a lot of unknowns. It's still not accessible to so many people. Therefore, employers are likely to be cautious in determining whether to mandate a vaccination. And I would recommend that as well. Employees and employers should just both be mindful that this is a developing area of the law and medicine, and that government agencies are constantly, daily, even sometimes hourly, issuing new guidance on this. So it's something I say to just be patient with, but there are things coming out every day. I am happy to keep people updated and answer any questions that you may have. As always, feel free to reach out to the Law Office of Jade Carpenter if you have any questions. See you next time.